Bob Niemiller was a very accomplished person with two portfolios, a small attaché containing a cue-stick, and a larger case, accommodating a trumpet. His occupation bearing no conformity to their proprietorship, both acquisitions being of a recreational status. The astute pool player and trumpeter was employed as a structural engineer for the TG&Y Corporation, their headquarters being in Oklahoma City. Bob participating in developing a worldwide presence for the enterprising company of over 900 stores. Gary availed on Bob's trumpeting talent to encompass the band when an allocation of his appearance could be obtained. Gary interceding for Bob at the Fairgrounds Arena, a RCA Rodeo National Finals entry desiring a trumpet solo, a fanfare announcement for the participant and his equestrian mount. The trumpeter performing the very familiar Toreador bullfighter trumpet entry for this event. Bob and his wife Pat living in the Twin Lakes area of North MacArthur and Northwest 63rd, an exclusive residency with a waterway expansion adjoining the acquired residence. A flagpole adorning the premise would find Bob raising and lowering the flag every day, a nightly cadences of retreat being performed on the trumpet. The trumpeter's pretension, his pride and joy, a 1973 Jaguar XKE V12, a one-of-a-kind for Oklahoma City. The British Mobile Endeavour being remitted from the British Isles on one of his business excursions for TG&Y. Bob handing Gary the keys and the opportunity to navigate this capacious transport, a lasting impression of possible luxury being instilled in the musician, and cordial friendship between the two and their wives being established. Gary's wife Jan, the mother-to-be having chosen a signature name for her newborn arrival, with an unwavering air of certainty the world will be graced with a Tiffany Rose. Jan's maternal expediency was approaching termination, an apprehension of interrupting labor pain signaling the approaching event. Gary's Friday night after-hours musical obligation at the Canadian Club continuing. The two deciding the possibility of Jan accompanied him, but considering her condition, it might be best to stay with drummer Richard's wife at the club's nearby Mustang residence. The band was in its final hour of playing when Richard's wife called the club, the mother-to-be beginning labor avidity. Gary telling the band they could either call it a night or continue on their own, he was on his way to Richard's house. Gary arriving, Jan's labor pains less than 5 minutes apart serving notice of immediacy, and with a phone call an ambulance was dispatched to the Mustang residence. The couple experiencing a red light and siren journey to Presbyterian Hospital at 13th and Lincoln Boulevard on the east side of Oklahoma City. Gary signing the admittance form, joining the mother-to-be in the labor room. But her contractual pain frequency remained the same, a hold put on a delivery room entrance, the waiting began. Gary having attended Lamaze classes with Jan and was prepared, but when her labor pain resumed, it was with an intensity, the expectant mother no longer able to focus on the Lamaze breathing exercises, just struggling to endure, wanting it over with when the labor room nurse entered. On the evening of July 2, 1977 at 7:02, with the assistance of Dr. Charles Taylor, the world was introduced to, not a Tiffany Rose, but a 7-pound 4-ounce, 20-inch Radiant boy. Jan was somewhat disappointed, having maintained a conviction with presumed certainty, her blessing would be a girl, having never considered a boy's name. The new mother at a loss, Gary conjecturing an adulation to the grandfathers, their first names a lasting endowment to both the Murrow and Wilson family heritage. The universe greeting Robert Gerald Wilson, the hospital greeting Gary for $575.50, a small price for such a precocious gift.